Hi everyone, it's Casey Washington from Teach and Take Time for You and from Excel and Educate, a wellness online community. So I'm here to talk a little bit about stress and burnout and stories from people that I know who were school administrators, including myself. I was once a principal. But what I hear sometimes is really alarming, and I can speak for something that I did that should have been alarming to me too. I'm listening to stories about how people are not listening to their bodies because we know that this job is really, really stressful. Being a school administrator, being a school principal, assistant principal, district supervisor, even classroom teachers are feeling a lot of stress these days and they are walking out the door. But we have to take care of ourselves. We have to take care of ourselves. Our districts are not going to do it. No one's going to do it for us. But I'm going to give you an example of maybe two stories, maybe three if we get to that, of principals that I know who just did not listen to their bodies, right? So one person that I know, he was actually an elementary principal at the time, and he was in his office and he started to kind of hyperventilate. He was getting some chest pains. He told the school clerk, or school secretary for some of you, we call them clerks. He told it that I'll be back. So he gets his coat, he gets in his car, and he drives to the ER because he thinks that he's having a heart attack. He's having every symptom of a heart attack. But he drove himself to the ER, found out it was anxiety, but he also drove himself back to the school after he was done. And the clerk asked, what's going on, principal? You don't look that great. And he said, I drove myself to the ER because I thought I was having a heart attack. Yes, he did that. So that's one story. The second story that I heard, another principal, same thing. She was sitting at her desk and she just finished with a meeting, and all of a sudden she starts to have chest pains. Again, she leaves and goes to the doctor, not the ER, the doctor, leaves the doctor's office and then returns to work the next day. Fortunately, she did not have a heart attack, but she didn't take any time to heal either. But her everything was elevated, but she did not have a heart attack, thank God. Again, not following your body. Your body is telling you. Your body is the receptor of the stress. Your body keeps count. So I want you all to start paying attention to your body. And even for me, one day I woke up with the worst headache of my life. I mean, literally, the worst headache of my life. And I was talking to a friend who was also a principal, and she said, you really should go to the ER. And I went to work. And on my drive to work, she continued to call and say, please go get your blood pressure taken. So I stopped at a Walgreens on the way to work. Meanwhile, on the way to work, I'm getting blurred vision. I'm getting, I couldn't even think straight, to be honest. Stop in the pharmacy, get the blood pressure taken. It's 199 over 120. So I was in stroke mode. But what did I do? I kept going to work. Eventually, I did go to the doctor. I drove myself to the doctor when I should have drove myself to the ER. By grace of God, I was okay. I did not have a stroke, but I was on my way to doing that. Again, I did not listen to my body, but I did it told me some things about life, and I had to make some decisions. But please, please, my dear educators, please start listening to your bodies. They are telling you when they've had enough, and they will sit you down, or you'll end up in the grave. You have to prioritize your health and your wellness. Take it from me. Take it from those stories you just heard. Reach out to me and let me know, what's your story? And let's start advocating for educator wellness. So that's all I have today. Please, let's take care of ourselves and make our wellness a priority. And that's it for today. I'll see you next week. Bye.